From the beautiful campus of Casper College, it's the T-Birds Coaches Show, bringing you game breakdowns, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews. Here's your host, Tom Myler.
Hello, T-Bird fans, and welcome to another fantastic episode of our Casper College Coaches Show. Joining us in studio, Coach Nate Macy. Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Man, maybe we need to start switching up our intros here a little bit. Maybe you should say it next time.
We could do that.
Next time you're saying it. We had Dion randomly we weren't planning. He just did it. So
did it.
I think we're gonna have you do it. Let the fans kind of hear you just take control, right?
All right.
Give us coach voice, right?
Okay.
What's
sure you want that?
do I want that? I mean, remember, we just have the microphone. We don't have to yell at us. Be stern, maybe, or just give us a halftime pep talk. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever works, but.
Right.
Anyway.
I'll do it.
Okay, got it. So be ready for a nice little coach-led thing next time. You can ask me questions even.
Okay.
I don't know what that'll be. It could be the shortest coach show ever, but that could be something. But anyway, Coach, you had a good weekend this last weekend. You were at home in the Swede, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like a pretty good turnout.
Yep.
You get 2 dubs. So now with only 1 loss on the season, doing pretty good. Things are rolling, and especially go and beat a tough McCook team, I think by 10 plus, maybe 14. I think roughly is what I was remembering.
I don't remember the exact score.
But it was 10 plus.
Yeah.
We're in the same McCook team that you beat earlier in the season. You only beat by 1.
Right.
So things seem to be clicking a little bit more, maybe?
Yeah, I was proud of the way the girls came out and responded after the weekend before. So they handled business the way they were supposed to. And again, that McCook game was just a classic Region 9 game. It was 31-30 at half. And then we kind of took a lead in the third quarter, I should say. And then we closed it out in the fourth. So had a big fourth quarter, I think. So it was nice to see.
Yeah, it's got to feel good knowing, hey, this team played us really tough last time. I mean, they still played you tough time, right?
Yeah.
But to see the ladies respond the way they did and say, no, we're going to take control.
Mm-hmm.
The percentages look pretty good. They were getting there. They were hustling, and that second half was great.
They're well coached. McCook is, so they were trying to make adjustments, and then we kind of answered those and stuff, and so it went. I was just proud of how they responded. So hopefully we can continue and build that this week. Got a tough week this week.
Yes, you do. But before we get talking about that, we did kind of skip over Dawson a little bit.
Yeah.
That was another game that they're always tough. Dawson is, especially when they come here. You managed to handle that game well. You go out with the dub. Kind of tell us what you saw throughout that game.
Yeah, I thought we just did what we were supposed to. We executed the game plan that we were supposed to. I thought the girls did a great job of coming out and playing hard that game. We'll see them 2 more times before this end of this year. So we'll have our hands full. I'm sure there's going to be little adjustments here and there that he's going to make. He's a good coach. He's been at Seward and Iowa Community College where our athletic director was. So they've been successful. He's been successful, so I'm sure we'll have our hands full getting prepared for them as well.
Yeah, and I know I've asked you this question before, especially before that Western Nebraska game, but how does it feel always knowing, hey, we got to beat this team twice? Now we know we have to be at least a third time. How does that mindset of
they
going
always say the third game's the hardest to win, when you're doing the rubber game match or whatever they call it. But, you just got to keep making little adjustments here and there, and then you kind of got a good feel of what they're going to do going into the game. But there's also some tiny little adjustments that you got to be prepared for. So, I guess that's the biggest challenge, is knowing that something might else be thrown at you. So, and you don't have a clue what that is at that time, but if you prepare the right way, you can handle it.
Yeah, that's where, playing chess, not checkers, comes into.
Yes.
It's like, hey, you've prepared as much as you can. You look at yourselves like, hey, what could they do at us? What could they throw at us? And then in game saying, oh, snap, this is what they're doing. We got to make adjustments quickly.
Right. Yeah. So, that's the challenge of playing 2 times, 3 times in a year. But we do that with our conference schedule, so it kind of helps us get prepared that way as well when when it really counts and stuff. So, not that these don't count, but
of course.
when conference is what really matters.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are always great to kind of see how the team's progressing, what you can work on, kind of get a feel for it. I mean, especially if you look at the men's team. I mean, they had a slow start. They're getting better. But, I mean, it's nice. We like to see our women just coming out firing right away.
Yes, it is nice. It makes my job a lot easier.
Yes.
So, but I thought like our girls have responded the right way. They've built, the season the right way where we want to be. Again, we have some challenging games ahead of us. So we will have to, prepare the right way. And I think we have done that this week. I thought we've been better prepared than we were for Eastern Arizona in our game prep and all that stuff. So, you never know when that ball tips off what's going to happen.
Absolutely. So. Well, now that you brought it up again, we might as well start talking about this upcoming weekend. I mean, if you talk about preparation, it's a little bit of a short week for preparation because you have 3 games this weekend. You play Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You start off with a really tough matchup in CSI. Always tough no matter the season.
Right.
And are they ranked this year?
They're number 12.
Of course, yeah.
So,
I figured they would have been somewhere in top 15. They usually are, and if they're not,
Yeah.
they're always tough to beat.
Yeah.
And then Friday you're playing Dawson again, which we talked about a little bit. And then again Saturday you're playing Colorado Northwestern again.
Yeah, and there's 3 games. It's kind of, we look at it as building us up for that Region 9 tournament at the end of the season. Hopefully we win. You got to win each game to advance. With this, you get to play the next day, so it's kind of different in that aspect. But I will say, it kind of helps that we've already played Dawson and Colorado Northwestern, so that kind of helps with our game prep. It's not as we got lucky with the schedule,
right?
So we've been. We've had a little bit of attention on CSI, but again, we'll have attention on Dawson and Colorado Northwestern as well, because they're both good teams and they could you could get beat. You can get beat anytime. But however, with CSI, we'll have a big challenge ahead of us. But like I said, I think our game prep has been very good in preparing for them. They're well coached by Randy, and all their coaching staff is really, really top notch. So they'll be ready to go, and we'll have to just match their intensity and stuff as well.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about CSI since we've already played Dawson and Colorado Northwestern. I mean, we kind of have an idea of what to expect, right? With CSI, what are you seeing? It's like, what are they good at? What is going to be maybe a challenge for you? Or it's like, hey, well, this is the prep kind of generally.
They are good at everything.
To be a top 15 team,
yes,
you kind of have to be up there, right?
Yes, kind of like Eastern Arizona. However, they've got a good post game. They got a forward that's pretty good, Stoker. She'll probably be an All-American. They probably have 2 All-Americans on their team right now. Their point guard's really good. They're just well-balanced, well-coached, well-balanced. They do everything well. So we'll have to match that. You'll almost have to play a flawless game against them to have the chance to even get that victory, but it's possible and it's doable.
I mean, that's what I love about basketball, especially college basketball, right? I mean, anybody could be beaten at any given day. So, I mean, then you also mentioned too their intensity and matching it. Do they come out kind of aggressive maybe, or just they come out fast paced? What do you mean by that?
They just execute. They're, like they said, they're well coached, so they execute their plays and they go hard every time. It'll be a good challenge for us to see exactly where we're at this time of the season, compared to 2 weeks ago when we played Eastern Arizona, where we got a humble pie sliced to us that game. But I think we'll be ready. We'll have to just wait and see till at 4:00 tomorrow when the ball tips off.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to kind of have, I guess you could say, a do-over of, hey, We know we're better than how we played against Eastern Arizona. Now we've had a little taste of that tempo, that kind of efficiency, that well-coached kind of aspect of it. And it's like, all right, we're a little bit more prepared. Let's see how it goes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're excited, Coach. We know you're driving off to Gillette. We got to take it tomorrow then.
Yep.
So you're driving off to Gillette. You got 3 games. Should be a fun one.
It should be. And like I said, Colorado Northwestern and Dawson will be just as tough.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, once again, it's always tough to beat a team twice.
Oh, yeah.
Even tougher to beat them
The
third
third
time.
time. Yes.
But, just because we're talking about CSI doesn't mean we don't completely forget about them or just, we beat them so badly. That's what ends up getting you in trouble.
You can't do that. You can't be complacent, and especially with, like you said, in college basketball, you can never be complacent, or you'll be getting your butt whooped a little bit.
The safe way to say it, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach, for coming in. We were super excited for you. Be looking for the email, folks, to see how you can watch it live. Gillette does a really good job about making sure you could see it. But until then, see you next time.
Bye.